Welcome back. This is Lisa Asbell. Welcome back to another episode. My name is Lisa Asbell. I am a registered nurse. I am a clinical strategist, and I am a metabolic health specialist. And today, that is what we're going to be talking about. So if you are tired, you are waking up in the middle of the night, you wake up every morning and you do not feel rested. You wake up between the hours of 2 and 4. You have brain fog. You go from one place to the next and forget why you were at the other place. You're constantly tired, even though you seem to be sleeping. You might be a little depressed and you have some anxiety, and you're doing more emotional eating than you ever thought was humanly possible. And as you're aging, it's only getting worse, even if you're a male in your 20s or 30s. Wow. There is a lot to learn in our next few minutes together, and listen, it's going to lead to a masterclass that's going to knock your socks off. But if you know anybody that is struggling with 20, 30, 40 extra pounds, belly fat, tiredness, fatigue, and 40, 50, 60 pounds overweight, a hump in the back of the neck, skin tags, having to use readers a lot sooner than you should have to use them, aches and joints and pains just everywhere, constant fatigue, I need a nap in the afternoon. If I am speaking to you, do not miss the next 8 minutes. I'm going to bust some myths, and hey, I can't wait to share this with you. If you like what you hear today, please hit the little bell, the subscribe button. Most of my work is audio, except for my private clients and the other work that I do, seeing clients. But here we are, and so I am glad you're here. So let's bust some things about metabolism, should we? I've always heard these things like, you'll crash your metabolism, but you don't really understand that your metabolism is really your metabolic health, and it's driven by one thing and one thing only, and that is the mother hormone insulin. And so whether you've been told, I have a slow metabolism, a fast metabolism, my metabolism has always been in the tank, I genetically have a bad metabolism, that could be partly true, but there's always facts that we can talk about, and there's science and real solutions. So today, if some of those things applied to you, buckle up for the next few minutes together. Myth number 1, fasting will wreck your metabolism. People will be 100 pounds, 200 pounds, 50 pounds, 40 pounds, male, female, young, old, overweight, and go, I have to eat every 2 to 3 hours. No, you don't. That myth is wrecking lives, okay? Sometime in the 20s or 30s, and snacking came, or 20 or 30, 40, 50 years ago now, in the 70s, snacking and Kellogg's and Kraft and all these food companies brought snacking around, and eat every 2 hours and fuel your body, and people got up eating breakfast, and then they had a snack, and then they ate lunch, and then they had a snack, and then they got home from school, and then they had a snack, and then they ate dinner, and then they had a snack, and then it was bedtime and they had to have a snack. Our body was not designed to keep food in it all the time. It was designed to get empty, put a little bit on it, and then let it get empty again. And millions of people now worldwide, in the triple digits, are dying way before their time because they're eating too much, too often, and partly stemmed from the myth of, I need to keep snacking and eating. You don't. Wait for hunger and stop eating 5, 6, 7 times a day. Your body never will get a chance to burn off that excess fat around your belly, around your middle, around your neck, around your heart, around your lungs. Whether you can see it or it's buried underneath, it doesn't matter. Skipping a few meals will not hurt you if you are under a doctor's care and your doctor does not teach fasting or understand it. Please get a second opinion. Okay? Myth number 2, let's bust it. Everybody's going to get diabetes and cancer and high blood pressure when they're older. It's a normal sign of aging. It is not normal what we're seeing right now with 50, 60, 70-year-olds filling the halls of the nursing homes and assisted living because of years of too much processed food too often. And it stemmed from your metabolism being in a state of influx all the time. Very low, very high, eating every time you eat. Your blood sugar rises, okay? Your insulin levels rise every time you eat. 5 calories, 10 calories, 15 calories. If you constantly eat, it never can grab the stored fat off your body, which is the excess meals and snacks that you've eaten that never burned off. Dr. Jason Fung talks about it. Dr. Ben Bickman talks about it. I mean, I could name you podcast after podcast. Dr. Mindy Peltz talks about it. We must quit eating all the time. And some of these things are not a normal sign of aging in your 40s and 50s and 60s. Yes, even a healthy person in their 70s and 80s now are going to start having their blood pressure changes, their insulin glucose changes, okay? Some of those things will come about. Sometimes early exposures to different carcinogens, drinking Diet Coke for 40 years. I don't know, I'm not a Diet Coke hater, by the way. I'm not any kind of food hater. But I think if you listen to one of my audios on moderation, you would understand that moderation as you age, especially if you're genetically predispositioned to have a little bit more weight, especially if you've struggled with the obsessive compulsive eating, disordered eating, can't stop eating, can't stop thinking about eating too much processed food, craving sugar, drinking, okay, any of those things that fluctuate your blood sugar, that ultimately, every time it fluctuates, you're working toward diabetes, high blood pressure, and cancer. When your blood sugar through eating a pastry on an empty stomach and you spike it up to 300 for an extended length of time, diabetes, high blood pressure, and cancer are on the way. This is all backed by science. I am a nurse for 30 years. I've studied this extensively now. I've worked in clinical study and obesity medicine and metabolic health almost exclusively for 6 years. And I am telling you what I know to be the truth. You can reverse this damage. This is not a normal sign of aging if you're not consuming too much. And the only way to know you're consuming too much is if you have low body lean muscle mass, you have high body fat, you are sedentary. If you are a woman and your waist is over 35 inches, if you're a male and your waist is over 40 inches and you're sedentary, your metabolic health is in question. I don't care what your doctor says. Your metabolic health starts to be damaged years before you can see it. All right, it's not just theory. This is science. It's happening all over the world, and I've seen it reversed myself. I reversed it myself. My own labs prove everything. I have done it all. I have tested since losing 130 pounds 6 years ago without meds, without surgery. I have tested it all. Okay? I mean, everything from a plant-based keto to Noom to Weight Watchers to calorie counting to macro counting. And the things that I teach, and I've been teaching for 6 years that other people are now starting to teach, is it's best to wait for hunger. It's best not to get caught in diet mentality. It's best to wait until, not stuff yourself, eat till you're pleasantly full, and then wait again till hunger. It's best to get into a practice of fasting a little so that you give your body a break. Myth number 2, back to myth number 2. It's not a normal sign of aging for people to get diabetes in their 50s and 60s, 70s and 80s, maybe. This is premature aging due to too much processed food. I hope I busted that myth. Myth number three, oh boy, I'm going long here. It's not just about calories. Trust me, I've been on 1,500 calories diets that were loaded with sugar and processed food, and you cannot lose weight that way. You cannot lose fat that way. Okay? Calories in and calories out, when you look at the science, is absolutely true. In order to lose fat, you do need to be in a calorie deficit. But the calories do count when it's every 2 to 3 hours and you're eating pastry, or you're eating a few bites of a candy bar, or you're eating a few bites of a protein bar that's loaded with stuff that might run your sugar up. You are constantly in a flux. You are not going to burn fat for energy. You are going to burn that sugar you're eating, and the stored fat is going to be on, and you can keep reducing the calories, looking at the macros. Eat when you're hungry. Stop before you're full. Incorporate some fasting. You don't have to have all the aches and pains. It's the food. 99% of it is the food, and 1% of it is because you're sedentary. Can I say it again? It's the food. It's not the calories. It's about how the food is reacting on the cellular level in your body, and it's destroying your metabolic health. Okay, if you have struggled with 100 pounds or 60 pounds or 80 pounds, 50 pounds for years, your metabolism is already in the toilet. Let's fix it. When the insulin is high, your body isn't broken, but you're going to keep craving the next fix in 2 hours, craving the next fix. You've got to get used to putting something in your mouth only 2 to 3 times a day if you're overweight. That includes meals, that includes snacks. You should not be putting anything in your mouth more than 3 times a day. And you also, if you're really overweight, probably shouldn't be trying to get 2,000 calories in one meal either. A little bit, 12 or 16-hour fast, and then eat 2 to 3 small, nutritious times a day. Oh, I'm going to teach this in the master class. I can't wait for those of you guys. And speaking of that, that's why I created this metabolic master class. I did not know it was going to be this big of a hit. You know, these are things that I've learned, I've used over the past 6 years. I've helped thousands of people. I've never put it together like this. And I'm going to tell you this. If you're eating healthy but not losing weight, if you're looking at calories and macros, you're trying hard but you're exhausted, you're burning it up at the gym, you're burning 1,000 calories a day in exercise, and you're still too heavy, your labs are changing. Maybe your labs don't even show anything yet. Maybe your doctor said pre-diabetes, and that's not really a thing, okay? Once you already have been diagnosed with pre-diabetes, you are headed for disaster. You're headed for medications. You're headed for all types of other issues. If you've got extra belly fat, if you're tired, if you need a nap, if you've got skin tags, you've got a hump on the back of your neck, all of these, discoloration around your elbows, all of these are early signs of prediabetes, of diabetes. And now we know that that is also how it affects Alzheimer's and dementia. You are not stuck. You don't need another app. You don't need another diet. You don't need to go rejoin another program. You need to make real changes based on what you learn from a credible source who's helped thousands of people, and that's why I'm inviting you today to the Metabolic Masterclass. It is short. It's powerful. It's going to be an hour and a half. I'm going to talk about how insulin works and how to get it to stabilize. I'm going to give you exactly the food that you love, that you can eat every day the rest of your life, and you can afford it. I'm going to save you hundreds of dollars a month alone in food, how to eat and how to move. No matter if you're in your 30s, 40s, male, female, it doesn't matter. If you have extra weight to lose and you're worried about any of this, it's $49. You can download the playbook immediately and you'll get an awesome recording. And then on June 14th, and if it's after the fact, you'll be able to buy it online and you get the whole package, okay? But $49 now, that price is going to go up. $49. I want to see you there. Hey, this is your wake-up call. It's time to heal. Let me help you. You, your spouse, your child, anybody you love. Worried about their weight, on Ozempic, not on Ozempic, it doesn't matter. This masterclass is for you. Can't wait to see you there. See you on the next episode.